Yeah, AY, really, really happy with just the first game jitters and the way we seemingly got through it. I think our guys have been anxious to play someone other than themselves, and yeah, felt like that was a performance that was necessary because we have a really tough test on Friday and wanted to get everybody in and keep everyone injury free. And I will say this: we got a great student support tonight. That was tremendous. They started on Friday night with the madness that our marketing department put together. Connor and Robert Goodman, that crew was tremendous, and it carried over to tonight. It really felt like they gave our guys a lot of energy. Questions?
200 wins now at Liberty.
Just means I'm old, Dame.
We said you were going to say that.
But for number 200, everyone gets in the scoring column. Defense plays really well. Do you have scripted a better way to get to a milestone mark like that?
I think when I'm done coaching, maybe I'll look back on however many outcomes that went our way. But when you're in the midst of the season, you're really looking for improvement. And you guys have been around me long enough to know, like, I think for us, the barometer is how hard we play, how selfless we are, and honestly, how much they're enjoying it. Like, I think you can get caught up, especially post-pandemic, in all the pressures of the world, the angst that you might have with overcoming that space that we lived in for a while. I just think it's really neat the way our guys have come together and united and are really trying to do something they love and do it with a passion and a representation that warrants this opportunity.
Colin Porter with a really strong debut. Is his play, are you hopeful it can kind of help take some of the load off of what Darius had to do last year?
Yeah, he's a really good player, and he's done that in our exhibition games. Again, I haven't played Darius or Colin or Kyle or Shiloh or Blake. We haven't logged a lot of minutes with our top 7 or 8, and just because we wanted to see if we can get everybody ready as quickly as possible. I think that's what this early season's about. At least the first couple of weeks, everybody's in a sprint to try and get guys ready to have a chance to execute in games that matter and will be tightly contested.
I know you haven't watched film yet, but you mentioned coming back from UVA and saying, there's a standard that needs to be set for playing defense. Did you get a sense about those guys playing defense and making it hard to play against tonight that is a good building block moving forward?
Yeah, we've been improving defensively. Our first exhibition against Virginia Tech, I didn't think we were where we needed to be, but that was after 10 practices. The next scrimmage was 2 weeks later against Georgetown. I thought we were better defensively. Hard to measure when you're not playing against Georgetown's length and athleticism or Virginia Tech's skill and size and experience, but I'll be able to tell you a little bit more after Friday, because we're going to see athleticism and a team that plays incredibly hard. Nate Oates has done a phenomenal job at Alabama and has a really good team.
Brody showed flashes last year in games where he was able to put some points on the board. He did so again tonight and ended up with 17. Are you hopeful to see that continued progression in him and maybe become more consistent this year?
Yeah, I think he's a natural scorer. John, you've seen him enough. I mean, the kid scored 3,000 points in high school. So, and he's picking his spots. He's really done a good job of improving his strength this summer and in the fall. And I like what he's doing. We're game 1, fellas, and 30 practices in. So I hope we're better the next time we sit in front of you and continue to prove throughout the non-conference.
Another youngin that stood out to me was Zach Cleveland. I wanted to get your thoughts on his performance.
I love it. You call him a youngin. I like that. Yeah, that youngin's good. He tries to dunk everything, but Zach plays with a passion. He's really got a great basketball IQ, and he's going to be a difference maker for us. I think he's got to have a chance to be one of our fans' favorites. He's
that been something that he worked on during the offseason?
Yeah, Blake did look explosive. I've been working with him.
Not on that corner three, right?
No, absolutely not. That was his last 3-point attempt ever. Unless he and Amelia come up with some of that NIL money that they've been getting. Yeah, no, I really like what Blake's done. He's you know what he is? He's got a free mind, and like he's been in it. This is year 5 for him. So plays with a physicality and a selflessness that I think embodies what the guys have modeled before him, and he's really owned it.
One of the little side stories for Friday's game, Brody getting to go back home. Is that something that you think he'll look forward to a lot?
Oh yeah. I mean, Brody's a legend in Hartselle, Alabama. You can't go anywhere without, and the Peoples family, they're such an incredible family. And he did such a great job as a high school player. He's got a well-deserved reputation. Obviously he'll be excited about it. And I'm sure Coach Oates is going to have their guys well aware that he's a little bit of a home state hero, and he'll have to play through that. But that kid's a tremendous kid. I hope he enjoys the experience of playing in Tuscaloosa.
And he didn't shy away last year from playing at LSU. It seemed like his first chance we got to see him like step up and play well on a big stage. Is that something about him that you like?
Yeah, Brody's not scared. He's fairly confident, and he could miss 12 in a row and shoot the 13th. I love that about him. So can McKee.
Coach, with many season openers under your belt, what is it about home season openers that gets you excited? Is it, you talk about the students, the atmosphere, what is it that really gets you excited for season openers?
I just think having our guys have a chance to play in front of our student body and our local community, I just think for us, we really do embrace when we say one Liberty, like we mean it. Like we're not any better than any student that doesn't play sports, or any person that has a LU swipe. Like that's who we're playing for, the pride of the institution that is on the front of our jersey. And I love seeing them have fun, and don't get me wrong, I'm really competitive, and I want us to execute, not turn it over, make 40% from 3 and all that. But I do realize that the more focused we are on this process of getting better and improving, the better we're going to have a chance down the stretch to be a championship contender.
How do you come off this adrenaline storm from tonight in prep for Alabama on the road?
Oh, that won't be a problem. Yes, sir. Our guys will look forward to playing a team that is as respected and has been as successful as the Crimson Tide. Did you have a question?
Yeah, Joseph had a really strong first half offensively.
Yeah.
What did you see from him?
Well, I love that kid. He plays with such a passion and selflessness. He literally would go 0 for 0 if that's what the team needed to win the game. But he's improved offensively, and he's really good. I love what he did tonight. As Isaiah and Gabriel, I thought their pickup points and the way they defended on the ball was tremendous. Thank you guys.